So, broadly speaking, there are therapists who are going to work with you to challenge your thinking and to give you tools and coping skills and resources to do that. Things called cognitive reframing, things called distress tolerance skills. I very much believe that for a subset of the population, these skills are essential because they're not intuitive to everyone. Now, there's a subset of the population as well where these skills are kind of overkill. And it's like, yeah, isn't this just human relationships? And isn't this just how we manage what goes on inside our heads? And in an ideal world, yes, a lot of this stuff would be intuitive. It would have been taught to you growing up. It would have been modeled for you by your parents. It would have been modeled for you in your academic environment or by friends. Not everyone has the privilege of having an upbringing where these types of skills are modeled and then internalized, where we just learn these coping skills and coping mechanisms the same way that we learn all kinds of things that become intuitive to us over time. So, folks that haven't had it and haven't had exposure to it need these skills. And in fact, learning these skills then boosts their ability to tolerate the in depth work that often happens in a more psychoanalytic or a more insight oriented therapy. The kind of therapy that you hear about on TV, where you're talking about like your mom and your dreams. And this is the kind of therapy I do with people too. I'm not I'm not on team A or team B. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I actually think of them along a spectrum, right? That you need to have the capacity to tolerate the intensity of your inner world before you can really process and work through it. Okay? That's a big statement, but it's one that I think is crucial. And it's one of the reasons that I think a lot of people get stuck in their counseling because they don't have that capacity to tolerate the intensity of what they feel or what they think because they don't have those internalized coping mechanisms.